Hi, Reed. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Dad?
I'm fine.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, do you know when we last had a recording?
Uh,
Pop quiz.
I think it was it the year review.
No, I have one since then,
Oh, okay.
like in March.
Oh, okay. So we're doing better than I thought.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell you what that one was. Maybe that was 10 questions.
It might have been a 10
Probably,
questions.
right? Anyway, now we've
Yeah.
got
I don't know. I
something
don't
else.
listen to it, so
Yeah. Yeah. You're like our worst listener ever.
I mean, I at least have heard of the show,
Yeah.
so it's better
Oh
than
yeah, I
I
know
think
that
a
one.
majority of the population.
Yeah. But it's like when someone says, "Oh yeah, in this movie or this book," like, "Oh yeah, that one.
I've heard that one's
I heard it's
existing.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mouth sounds. Yeah.
What is that like an ASMR one or something?
Yeah. Maybe we're too confusing.
Yeah,
We're
we're
too clever.
too. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
it.
what's the word? We're too extravagant or something.
Yeah.
No, we're too thinky.
Yeah. Esoteric think pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what we're about. So yeah, that's a good way to introduce 10 questions if anyone hasn't heard such a thing. It's a thought
It's
piece.
we do spend most of the time thinking.
It's true.
Or I don't maybe not most, but we spend some time thinking.
There's a lot of concentration. I edit out
That
lots of
I think you
blank.
cut it. Yeah.
Very little. Like it's only like snippets of like a second and a half here and there.
Yeah.
So, so not a. It's not like, yeah. It's not like there's so much thinking going on that there's a lot of dead air. It's all high impact conversation,
Yeah.
lively repartee.
Yeah, looking at my questions, very high thought.
Yeah,
I mean, some of them.
yeah. Do you want to go first,
Maybe.
just to exemplify that?
To,
The first of 20
yeah,
questions, 10 from each of us.
yeah, we've
Never
never
heard
seen,
before. This is
yeah.
it. Reed's question for me.
Although, like, writing these questions, I was thinking last night, like, we've done a lot of these and I don't always keep the question as I've written down in the same spot. So sometimes I worry that I've already asked you things, but,
I have the same worry. But I
but
think it probably doesn't matter too much because we'd probably answer it differently.
probably. We've been doing it for like 4 years, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question one,
Ready.
my deepest thinking one. Normal or flavored spritzy water?
Oh, probably normal, but okay. So not flavored like, oh, let's splash in this watermelon pomegranate. If there's like an
But like a
injection,
LaCroix or something.
yeah, I don't I don't mind them. They're fine, but I would rather have just plain with some lime squeezed in. Except there are like the ones that have like actual juice in them.
Oh, like a,
There's,
I forget what they're called.
yeah,
But
there's a
yeah,
Spindrift and there's
Spindrift.
a San Pellegrino has a infused with this stuff. You know, I get ads now for the hop water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I haven't tried those for a while. I think they're pretty good.
I don't know if I've had those. I think I just have a normal beer.
Yeah,
Because I don't like hops that much.
yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, so there's my vague, evasive but
Nice.
thoughtful answer.
Yeah. I guess we should clarify sparkling water. Well, I said spritzy. That's what mom calls it. So
Yeah. Well,
If you're
or she says
confused.
sparkle water.
Sparkle water, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we should reach a broader audience with more inclusive language for all of our
Yeah, I'm
waters.
trying to be accessible.
Yeah. Okay. My first question for you is what was your favorite musical experience of the summer? Today, when we're recording this, it's Labor Day, so the like traditional cultural end of summer.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a lot of good musical experiences this summer. I think, well, I saw Hosier twice, so he's always good. But the first time we saw him, we was for my birthday weekend, and we were at the Zootown Music Festival. And that was my first music festival, so that was just kind
Mine
of
too.
Yeah, that was just kind of fun to experience, just hanging out and getting to hear lots of people that I like,
Yeah.
including like Lake Street Dive and Jason Isbell, other people. Yeah, and then getting to so people I knew already, and Mountjoy and all them.
Yeah.
But then also get introduced to new people, I'm forgetting all their names, but
Yeah.
those other people who like were the more up and coming people, and
you
getting to.
You can't see in the camera view right now, but I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh,
Concert
you're
shirt
wearing
that
Dogs in a Pile.
Dogs in a Pile, which I didn't get there. They played here again this summer, and got the shirt then.
Yeah, and you were dancing.
As Anna described it, Dad actually shifted his weight.
Yeah, because you get into the music in most concerts, but by like nodding your head and stuff. But yeah, the side to side, foot to foot shifting was a little bit different.
Yeah, I had a whole other dimension, a literal dimension to me.
Yeah, you had a Z axis, or yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Which is that exit? I don't know.
You can define
An
it.
additional one. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
music
Zootown
festivals.
Music Festival.
Nice. Zootown is a reference to Missoula.
Missoula,
Yeah.
Montana.
But that was the first one. We should go again.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
first ever Zootown. Speaking of music, what is the ideal music performance venue? I was thinking specifically in terms of you performing, but I guess in listening to music too.
We just had a really good, it was kind of a nice hybrid setting. We were on a stage outside, but a small venue, and it was at a bar.
Oh,
So
that sounds fun.
Yeah, so it was all of those things, but not. Oh, and it wasn't too late. It was like a 7 to 10 show instead of a 9 to midnight. So outside was a nice little amphitheater, like grassy. There's a food truck, and then people could hang out. They had places to sit, and it was a really good audience, a listening audience, one would say.
That's good.
So, and I think that's, as an audience person, that's my favorite. To small venue, people who listen, and set up to be listened to.
Yeah. And beer.
Beer's really, I just really like beer, so
Yeah.
that's
But like the bar atmosphere, I think encourages listening, or not the bar, but like the sit down nature of
yeah. And if people
can also talk.
yeah, they can talk, but sometimes they're there to talk with music in the background. Which, who am I to judge? But that's the wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
It's my judgment. So yeah, that was a really fun show. That was at the sidebar that we took you and Anna and Sam to.
Oh, fun.
When you were out. Oh, for
May.
Peter's graduation. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really. Oh yeah, I guess there was that porch-ish.
Well, they have on the other side of the building. They have this little amphitheater thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
it's really nice. So that was a super fun place to play.
Nice.
So you asked for about a favorite. I'm going to ask about a worst.
Okay.
Worst thing to get stuck in your teeth.
As in, like, visually, like, do other people notice it, or
No, I
as
meant
in,
like maybe that's part of it. I was thinking of the experience for you.
I think anything like stringy, like, I don't know, like celery or like stringy beef ish, like parts. I don't know how to describe that as.
I want you to just keep going and describe this because it's.
But like, yeah, anytime that gets stuck in your teeth, because then it's not just like one tooth to get it out. It's like all of them. And then it's annoying for a while. And then you're like disgusting and reaching in your mouth trying to like pick it out because it doesn't want to move. Because even if it's like that longer stringy bit, then you get one little bit out, but then you have to keep like pulling it and keep getting it out.
Okay, so I'm going to break protocol and ask an extension on this question.
Okay.
Is it worse to, like, socially in public to have the thing stuck in your tooth or to be picking it out in public? What's grosser? I'm picturing like a sprout of broccoli or something.
Well, I think having something stuck in your teeth, like it's not ideal, but you could still have some, like, you could not know, and then that's not necessarily on you.
Sure.
But if you're picking it out of your teeth, you know exactly what you're doing, and you're making that choice to do it in public instead of like turning away from people or going into a bathroom.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's the intent behind.
You're totally culpable there. Okay.
It's my criminal justice degree coming in.
Oh.
With some
nice.
intent.
Nice.
That was we talked about that.
That totally leads into my third question, but it's your turn.
It's my turn. What makes Battleship a great movie in your book?
Well, okay. So the first thing that makes Battleship a great movie is it's a favorite movie of my friend Colin. And to hear him wax on eloquently about it is one of my favorite things. Because it is not a critically well-reviewed movie.
No.
But
it's just kind of a movie.
It's just a movie, and it's got all of the elements of the action movie packed into one, including like a board game that originated in the 1940s, probably.
Yeah.
And it's got battleships, and it's got a hero, and it's got a heroine, kind of love interest. It's got the dad who, I think I've got the right movie. The dad who doesn't think his daughter's too good for the guy. But there's like this,
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's everything in this movie is in some other movie. And the aliens and then the battle scenes. But best of all, it's got the World War II veterans who are docents at the museum, which happens to be a World War II battleship. And they have to so spoiler here. They have to take the battleship out because they actually know how to run it. And AC, I'm cracking up because it's so awesome and ridiculous. AC/DC's Thunderstruck is playing.
Yeah.
When they do that. So now I want to watch that movie again.
We could review that movie.
That's a great idea. Okay. Battleship review. Yeah. I mean, it'd be their shortest podcast. Just be like, it's awesome.
Yeah. but I also have a degree in history, so maybe I could provide some insight.
Yeah, you could be like, we could do like, instead of a review, we could do like the commentary over the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is Battleship in the public domain? Like, is that?
Oh no, it's not even close. It's got so many copyright things, I'm sure.
Because it's more modern too, so like things enter the public domain if they're like 100 years old or something. I can't remember, but it's definitely not that.
Yep. Not even that.
I had it in my head that the veterans, the World War II veterans, the actors were actual veterans, or am I making that up?
Yeah, I think they were actual veterans. Yeah. So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
So there's just so many fun layers there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Nice.
See, when we see a big spike in on streaming of the movie Battleship, we'll know it's because of this endorsement.
Yeah, like 7 extra people.
Yeah.
maybe if we review it, Mom will want to watch it.
Or we entice her to watch it and she gets to be a reviewer. Guest.
She can be a guest. Yeah.
Because that'd
be fun.
Thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's see if she's interested in that.
We could do the whole family.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
So, going back to your last question, you said, "Oh yeah, because I learned this from criminal justice." Mm-hmm. This really was Mark. My next question: what's something you learned in school that is actually useful to you now?
I mean, I make the joke a lot that I would like my 2 majors to stop being relevant in today's political climate.
Yeah.
I think,
as you're thinking, I'll remind everyone that your 2 majors were history and criminal justice, political science-ish.
Yeah. Criminal justice, law, and society was the full title. So it basically was like criminal justice base but overlapping with political science and sociology.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that was helpful coming out of that, specifically for more of my sociology classes, was like the rejections of like binaries in modern society, or like working to do that in modern society, especially like binaries of good and bad. Mm-hmm. So like looking at people more like Darth Vader and saying, oh, they're complicated, rather than saying people are just good and bad. And I think like that's hard to do, especially when there's so many upsetting things in the world. But then, I don't know, specifically like looking at our background as like coming from families of loggers and stuff like that. And like, then that turned me into being able to get a degree where people criticize loggers in front of us or in front of the class and say that those people are bad. And so like just kind of looking at complexity within society and then using that to expand upon what everyone, like, I don't know how to articulate it, but expand upon society in what is already working, and then using that as an education system rather than labeling systems of being like, this is good or bad, which isn't always the most helpful thing, which was also part of my criminal justice degree of like labeling theory. So labeling theory is saying like, oh, if this person is enters the system once, then they are given a bunch of labels of like criminal or like felon or all of those things, which then those labels follow them both in getting jobs and applying for loans and getting houses and all of those things, and makes it much more difficult for them, but also increases, it's a label upon their social status and their psyche, which then makes them label themselves as bad. And then all of those combined means that they are more likely to continue to enter the system again and again and again.
Not just because they're identified that way externally, but because they see themselves that way.
Yeah, because they are more likely to, since they've had this label put upon them, instead of wanting, or not necessarily not wanting, but instead of, being educated on how to be quote unquote like better in society, they don't have other options. And so they do what they know, or what is like becoming more and more accessible to them, which is like more criminally based behavior. Which like our United States incarceral system is like, it's said that it's reform based, but it's really not. It's just cycle based and punishment based. Yeah. So continuing to make people enter the system again and again, instead of giving them an education and providing them resources to make it easier for them to be in society.
Right. Wow. So
like concepts.
Yeah. Here I was thinking of like, this one way to search for I don't even know, but like actually useful. It seems like, I learned how to do my laundry or something,
That is helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think that was at the top necessarily, but a practical day-to-day thing.
Yeah.
Whereas you went with like how I evaluate the nature of society and the people within it.
Yeah. Which is, it's helpful when looking at society getting worse and then wanting to move forward in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. Okay. Wow. That's really good. Huh.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
I should get a PhD.
Yeah.
I don't have an order to mine. I just pick them randomly.
Oh, on the fly. Wow.
Yeah. I guess this ties in well to what you said, or your question. What would you say radicalized you?
Oh. What radicalized me?
I don't know if that's always the best word, but what made you care about the things that you care about?
Oh, okay.
And want to fight for them?
Yeah, so I didn't know if you were like saying, "Oh, hey Dad, I noticed you've been radicalized lately. I wonder what caused that." Or if you just assumed I was. So your definition is like I'm stalling here. The things that I care most about, what push me in that direction? Or calls me to action?
Yeah, I guess calls you to action. Because I get asked that a fair amount at work. Like people at doors or something will be like, "Oh, like thanks for being out here. What radicalized you?" Or like, what got you involved? And like, so I will talk about like my own experiences or like college or just gesture at the state of the world. So like, I guess in those situations, I define it as like what got you to care and fight for the things you care about.
Yeah.
But there's whatever definition makes sense to you too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It's evolved, of course, because there's different things and different layers to care about. But the most most effect I have in my, I guess it's my working life, like in my professional self, which is where I put my attention. Yeah, it's where I feel like I have the most tools. So like in education,
Yeah.
I have, and specifically science education, that's where I have the knowledge and the sensibility around what I can do. And so that started as like, gosh, I just really like to do science experiments with kids, but it's turned more into, it's evolved more into like, what makes us there's so many things that make us human that we don't have a chance to, that aren't inherently explicit to us. And I think like art and writing and all the things that you think of as expressive, those are true, but science is also, because that's an expression of, that's something that no other species can do, and it's personally fulfilling to ourselves as humans, social groups, and also radically important on a, like, how are we conscious of this universe, and how do we prevent ourselves from falling into some contagion or wiping ourselves out. But mostly it's not so much out of fear, it's done out of like, I think that's really what makes us human.
Nice.
So there's that. And then I don't know, maybe I've brought this up before, and I don't know if you remember, but I did have, like, I was teaching like the how to teach science class. And for whatever reason, Mom was doing something else. You and Anna were both, I mean, you weren't minuscule, but you're young. So you were hanging out with me, and I like brought you into class and like had everyone look you in the eyes. Okay, this is why we're here. This is for these children. And so I think of like being a parent, and then seeing other generations since then too. Like, it's not just about me, it's about a greater continuation of who we are.
Nice. I don't remember that, so that's cool.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
No.
I'm glad I could remind you.
Yeah.
Or tell you for the first time that happened.
I mean, well, was I too young to really care about it? Or
I mean, yeah. I think you're middle, upper elementary though.
Okay.
Maybe you were third and fifth grade, or fourth and sixth grade, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the look on my students' faces was like they were terrified. Like, oh my gosh, yeah. It's for Dr. Johnson's kids, yeah. And all of them. So
I mean, maybe I was like playing with a Newton's cradle or something like that.
Yeah. That wasn't like, you weren't saying, yeah, I'm going to go help with making this point by being a physical presence in the class. It's like, oh, there's a coloring book. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, mine.
Your turn.
What's a color of the rainbow that isn't named but should be? And what I mean is, we say Roy G. Biv, or red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Indigo seems like a cop-out.
Yeah.
But there's lots of colors in between. What's one that we don't recognize?
Well, I have the light spectrum on my wall.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good reference there.
Yeah.
It's the actual solar spectrum. Sent to you from
you
by your radicalized father.
Well, because it's a science tool. It's not a rainbow.
It is a rainbow flag that's not a rainbow flag.
Yeah.
In the other sense.
There's a car backing up outside, so hopefully that's not too annoying.
Yeah. It's good. Makes it real.
Yeah. Um, I mean, there's a lot of just referencing this flag. There's a lot of green,
Yeah.
in there, and I guess maybe that's why the cop out of. Or no, because indigo isn't green.
Yeah, and indigo is a much smaller portion than all the
Yeah,
greens.
there's barely even violet on here.
Yeah.
I guess maybe like a turquoise or like a cyan kind of thing, like something in between that green and blue.
Yeah.
I feel like that's always a good one. Yeah,
Yeah. Blue green,
blue green.
turquoise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's in there.
Yeah,
Great.
or like the chartreuse of the yellow into green.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that chartreuse or was it? I guess
I don't know. People, there's certain colors people say, and I'm like, oh yeah, that color.
I don't. For some reason, chartreuse sounds like it should be red, but it's not. To me, it sounds like something that wants to be red. But I don't.
Mom called this shirt color mauve, and I didn't say anything because I didn't
I don't know what
that
that means.
was the color. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of an off purple.
Yeah, like a dusty lilac or something.
Exactly. Yeah, I know what that would look like. But
It looks like the
mauve.
same color as like my Sammy Rafe and the Friends shirt,
Oh yeah,
which is
good concert T-shirt color.
which I don't know how to describe because it's not lavender.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
like
not-
dusty lilac. That's a good
It's a good one.
description. Okay.
Yeah. My turn.
Yeah.
If you had to record an audiobook, what book would you read?
Well, like if I were reading it,
Yeah.
because I like the book or because I want to read it.
Either.
I'm stalling. So my first answer was going to be Grapes of Wrath because I'm reading Grapes of Wrath right now, and I still think it's just like,
I still need to read that.
yeah, I think you especially need to read it. But the book, actually, I hope no future student is listening to this. I'm not worried. I read at the end of that science teaching class, I read a book called Hooray for Diffendufer Day.
I love that book.
Yeah. And it's like a Dr. Seuss book that they published posthumously. It wasn't finished, and the other authors and artists kind of put it all together. And it's about schools and like this because the teachers cared about the right things, this school did really well in the face of adversity.
Yeah.
And so I like reading that book out loud for like kind of a story time.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So that's the one that comes to mind because it's one I've rehearsed. Although I never rehearse it, I just do it in the moment. That's my read aloud.
That's a good one.
Or Danny the Champion of the World, which I think is an outstanding read aloud.
Yeah. It's a good father-son
Right.
book.
Right. Okay. Yeah. If anyone needs a Diffendufer Day read out loud, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard you do that one a couple times for bedtime stories.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, when did you hear me read aloud? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, my fifth question. Nominate a traffic law that we should implement. Like a yet to be
Like something that
Implemented.
isn't a law, but it should be just to make things better.
Yeah.
You always make the joke of when people don't signal ahead of us, especially like to merge on a highway, if you're a good driver, you don't need to signal. That's what makes you a
Right.
good driver.
It's clear that they must be good drivers since they didn't
Yeah,
have to signal.
so they don't have to signal. I think that it would be funny or interesting to see if there's like a really good driving program, like if you are super good for driving for like a couple years or something, then you get special privileges of like you don't have to signal because you're so good at driving. Although I really like the signal. I signal when no one's around because that's what you're supposed to do, and it's good for me to know where I'm going.
It totally tracks. That's like, describe Reed. Well, he signals even when no one is there. Not there. No one is there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a useful tool. That's why it's there. Or like, yeah, you get to use the fast lane even if you're by yourself in the car because you're a really good driver.
Yeah.
And then maybe people would be better drivers because if they get incentives for being good rather than just not being bad.
Yeah.
Then maybe that would be fun.
Yeah. And you'd get to paint your car a special color.
Yeah, or you don't have
Chartreuse.
You don't have to update your registration or something.
Yes, yeah.
Or it's just automatic. Maybe you get a new car or free insurance or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking they should identify those drivers. Like you get sparkly paint or something so that oh yeah, Reed didn't have to signal because you can tell he's got the special privilege because he's got the sparkle paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
I think like some insurances do it. Like if you track your driving or something and you're really good at driving, like the speed limit or something, then you get bonuses or tax cuts or something. But what if that was just the law?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You could campaign on that.
Yeah. My turn?
Yep.
Yes. Do you think that Luke or Han make the better hero? I left Leia out because she seems like the clearer answer, but that also might be my bias.
Right.
And Chewie.
Or R2.
Oh yeah. R2 is like the Samwise Gamgee of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, just always there, and kind of like, yeah.
Luke wouldn't have got far without R2.
That's right. It's all the same story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've switched. My answer to this is switched in life. Like when I was a kid, when I first saw it, I thought Han Solo was the coolest character ever, and because he wore a cool vest and had a cool blaster, and then came to realize that it was like a coming of age story of Luke Skywalker, and that's kind of what this story is about. But now I think Han Solo, because
so you went back and forth.
Yes, it's such a whirlwind. Because he's like literally a criminal.
Yeah.
And yet still finds redemption. Yeah.
He's still the good guy.
Luke's aspiring to be something and, dreaming of this other thing. And Han Solo's got it all figured out. But comes back around
still
and does
chooses
the right thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
So a student of mine last week was wearing a t-shirt. It's kind of like a t-shirt you'd get for running a 5K or something. But it was like an ad. It was like, do the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Which I really liked.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I was geeking out about it.
Yeah. You should find that run.
Yeah.
Or if it's just That would just be a fun run.
Yeah. There's another one I see that's like the Mordor fun run.
Mm-hmm. I see that one sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
good.
clever.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories,
Mm.
what's a book or movie you think everyone needs to read or watch?
I'm looking at my bookshelf.
It's interesting. You think you're defaulting to book, which is
Yeah, well, I have a
deliberate
visual
choice there.
representation of that better.
Oh, okay.
Why is that interesting though?
Well, just because you're also a movie person.
Yeah. I'm a story person.
Yeah, you remember movies better than most people.
Yeah. That's the harder question that you've asked today, I think. Is this like just a book or movie that that everyone should consume for education purposes of like being better people, or just because it's a good
I was
piece of
thinking
art?
of the former. I mean, I guess it could be the second. Probably it can't be the first without being the second. But yeah, like I said before, I'm reading Grapes of Wrath, and every time I'm like, everyone should read this book.
Yeah.
And it's for all of those reasons.
I think I'm going to break your rules initially, or your initial rules. I'm going to say Ted Lasso, which is a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's a small break. I'll allow it.
yeah. Because like I think just it's a show, like, yeah, it's about football and, well, soccer, but it's about also just like people taking care of each other and growth. And I think that's what people need to be better at, especially like more like people like, it's like the primary cast of characters are like more masculine, and I think like that compassion shown within masculinity is super important. And also like within the women characters, like still supporting each other and not being like that not traditional, but in shows a lot of times when there's like two like strong women characters, they're like pitted against each other for whatever reason. And so like them supporting each other even when they don't always get along is a good thing to see. So I think just, yeah, things to show people how to be kind.
As you're given that answer, which I think is really good, I was the other story that's like that.
Yeah.
Is the New Testament.
Oh.
Except
I haven't read that one.
Soccer. Yeah. It's supposed to be about like, yeah, how you treat other people. And it's about a guy with 12 other guys.
Yeah.
And then, okay, there's some other things about it that maybe aren't what you'd idealize, but
yeah, like
women are there are some heroic women in the New Testament. And
yeah.
And yet
some people should reread that book then.
Yeah. Or read it with a clearer and a more open heart.
Yeah. Ooh, similarly, The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's both Dickens and the Muppets.
And the Muppets, which arguably could be two of the most culturally significant people, artists to ever collaborate.
Across two different centuries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good too. I like that I can ask these questions without having a clear sense of what an answer should be, and then you come up with one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think historically accurate Jesus and I would hang out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Evangelicalized Jesus and I, maybe not so much, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody has to get along.
Well, yeah, could do better.
You've made mention to it a couple times now. One of my questions was, what book are you currently reading? And I guess also I'll tack on to that, why, or promote it, or what's good about it.
Okay. So Grapes of Wrath, John Steinbeck. I think it is. Yep. Often called, referred to as the Great American Novel. And I guess people debate about what's the Great American Novel. And certainly there are others that okay, so Steinbeck's this like traditional white guy, and he's got this particular story in mind, but it's, people should read it because I think the writing is particularly good, and what I like about it is, like, sure, he uses good words and stuff, and it's easy to read and follow the story, but every other or third chapter is like this sketch of like what's going on. So he like kind of cuts back and like zooms out and like, here's this bigger story of these conversations that these people are having at the diner on the roadside as they're going down Highway 66, and there's like all these different perspectives that are brought in. There's these cute, just really nice vignettes that just capture this moment. And then he zooms back in on the Joads, the family that's going across the country. And so it's it's a wonderful book in that way. And then it's about isms, like it's about being bigoted or prejudiced against other groups of people. It's about economic hardship and how our judgment of people happens to be. It's about emigration, about migrants, and even within the United States, like there's all this, like, what are those people doing coming over here? It's about like haves and have-nots. It's about climate change. It's about the use of the land. It's about agriculture. Like, it's all of these themes, and it's like about the 1930s. So it's almost 100 years old, but it's still all of these themes that are relevant.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And humanity in general. There's all these humanity kinds of things. Singing and swearing and arguing and yep.
The great American pastimes.
Yeah. Yeah. And fixing cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, it's kind of, you've mentioned the Muppets, and there's once in a while I'm reading this, and there's in the Muppet movie, they're like doing that road trip to California.
Yeah.
And there are some similarities between Electric Mayhem and the Joads, and sometimes I get scenes confounded in my head. Like,
they should
that was Gonzo, not Tom Joad.
They should do a Muppets Grapes of Wrath movie.
Part of me thinks there must be some spoof out there.
There might be.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Anyway, that's what I'm reading now.
Nice.
Another one to recommend. Not as deep. What's would you nominate as a most useful phone app or feature? So we used to just use phones for calling people. And now it does everything else.
I don't know, just for me it feels kind of basic, but I guess like given like I'm used to smartphones. Well, not always, but anytime I've had my own phone, it's been a smartphone. So like the ability to just like look things up, like to Google something, even if it's just like someone says, "Oh, you should watch this movie," and then I Google it and then leave it in like open, so then I can reference it later, or just being able to know answers to questions pretty easily is kind of nice. I mean, then we don't wonder as much of just like, oh, I wonder what this is. Then we just look it up instead. But it's also kind of nice to have a tool to be able to have research opportunities, not even research opportunities, but just answers to queries.
Just information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of ish, what older tech do you think will make a comeback next? So we've had like, specifically like vinyls and records coming back recently. I feel like more people my age are into CDs now.
Are they?
Yeah, which I like CDs.
I was going to predict that.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned here in this place that I think CDs are audio quality wise, they're superior.
Superior to everything, even including like vinyl?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Yep.
Why is that?
Yep. They can store more information. So there's more, it's a more robust signal.
Interesting.
And there's no skips or that crackle of the needle, which it's got its own tone that vinyl is good for, but CD is a truer representation of the sound.
Interesting.
But I also see, and I like this, people, I was just reading something about it, like kids these days getting cameras, disposable cameras, instead of using their phones. And I wonder if, even if it's not film, if people go to like more dedicated cameras.
Oh, maybe.
Though, I don't know, phones, that the optics of them are getting better and better.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously good. But maybe like some kind of way you can print out your own pictures more immediately. So it's tactile.
That'd be fun. Yeah, because Polaroids are another thing that people like.
Yeah. I think that could come back. Yeah. That's what I go for. CDs and then cameras, real cameras.
Nice.
Go back to physical things that represent an image or a sound, or the production of a sound. Yeah.
Nice.
My question 8, who is your least favorite person or position in government right now?
Is that not obvious?
Look, I think there's some strong contenders all around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like a lot of them. I also don't really, I don't know. It's hard to be ethical. Even the people I like in government, it's really hard to be ethical at all in positions of power. But, I mean, I feel like maybe I'm, being too contrary to my previous statement of, not thinking people are good and bad. But I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to get detained, but I feel like the current presidential administration is very damaging, especially when it's becoming not necessarily like a policy or even like a party standpoint anymore. It's more of a you agree with one person or you don't. And I feel like that, like lifting up of an individual rather than like policy and change.
Right.
Even if you agree with policy or not, like I think that can be very harmful to a lot of things. Which like even in his first term, like I was in AP government, and we were looking at chain or presidential like support, essentially, like, and for every other president, like over their 4-year term, their approval rating looks like a skyline, so it continues to go up and down and up and down. Whereas I don't know for sure if it was like that for Biden, his most recent term, but I can assume it probably was. But in his first term, Trump's, like, it was very stagnant of like across the line. There was essentially no change based on what policies he made or didn't make, which I think that's not necessarily what a president should be doing. It's more about, implementing the policies that the people want rather than being the person that people like to follow.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting that I hadn't thought about it in that way, that there's I guess that's what you call a cult of personality, rather than being about the policies.
Yeah. Yeah. I have 2 more questions left.
Okay. Yeah.
Today's September 1st. So what are your favorite, or just overall, what are the best autumn decorations?
Okay, I just had this flash of like, I went into Costco and saw out of the corner of my eye, like the Halloween decorations are being sold. And I thought they were Christmas decorations because they were all lit up and stuff.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I hate those.
So not those.
Yeah. I mean, if people want to put them on their house, great, but good for them. And then there's the blow up inflatable, with the blower on all the time, like,
oh yeah,
giant pumpkin or whatever. Hate those. And then there's the cute, like, signs you hang on your door, like, like, our house is fallen in love with the season or something like that. Or I hate those. So yeah, I don't like any of those.
Okay. What about, are there less Halloween specific ones that you like better?
I mean, no. No, I mean, I think it gets most egregious with kind of the holiday, but I'm not really. I like maybe some dead branches, some leaves falling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me like the changing colors of the leaves.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And go ahead and leave them on your yard.
Yeah. They're pretty good for the yard.
Yeah, they're just fine. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about.
Nice.
What's something that's complicated but shouldn't be?
Were you thinking of something in particular, like
an example to me is like taxes?
Oh, yeah.
Like you should just like say, "Oh, you earn this much money. We'll put this much back into the government." Done.
Yeah, if they just tell you a number, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything, yeah. in that same vein, the DMV as a whole,
Yeah.
like even if I know exactly what I'm there for and I have all of the stuff ready to go, it's just always more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah. Like procedurally, the
Yeah.
paperwork or the forms or.
And like, so I just recently got my car's registration updated and stuff or I guess not that recently, but since our last recording of our podcast, I did that. And like, I did research online saying, like, making sure I had everything that I needed. And there was this one thing that was like, oh, it needs to do a inspection on your car to make sure that it is environmentally running correctly or something like that. I forget that it was some kind of inspection. And it said on the DMV website that this could be done at a DMV. And I said, great, I will do this at the DMV. Go. Yeah. So I said, great, I have I made sure I had all of the other paperwork. It was all set to go. And then I get to the DMV early, still waited in line. And then they said, did you do this inspection? Like, because before you enter there, like you talk to a person who will give you like a number to wait for, so you can talk to an actual person who will help you to get your stuff. And that person was like, do you have this thing filled out? Do you have this thing done? I was like, yeah. And then she was like, well, do you have the inspection results? And I said, no, it said that I could do that here. And then she said, okay, no, you have to go to Hillsborough and get it done there and then come back and do it. So that stuff of just like, there's not, the website is inaccurate.
Yeah.
So
it seems to be the case for so many of those bureaucratic processes.
Right. So just like those kinds of processes need to or should be simpler so that they're accessible.
Yeah.
But now it's done, and so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, which maybe that's why these things are always problems. Like you suffer through it once and then it's done and like, oh, okay, well, that stinks, but I don't have to do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I should get my oil changed though, speaking of, which that'll be easier, but I still don't like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay.
Good to get that changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Your last question for me.
My last question. What is your favorite thing to write about?
To write about?
Mm-hmm. Either for the paper or just in general.
I don't know. Writing's been difficult for me lately. So, just because. I do... so I want to write more about like, here's the nature of how we could shape education, and here's how dynamic it is and how interesting it is. But I do like personal essays. Like when I write this monthly column for the paper, supposedly my role is like this science education person.
Yeah.
And I'll write about that, and I'll try to like even like write something that might be a little bit controversial or like, you know, stir some things up. And I get very little response to that. But if I write, like last month I wrote about my 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, it was kind of self-serving, right? It was like, this isn't about anyone else necessarily. And I did this cute book ending of like injuries that I had before on each side of the 30 years. And then I get all of this feedback like, oh, that was really sweet. And
Yeah.
that was really good. This is really profound, and this is a really good piece. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I cheated.
How so?
Well, because it wasn't about like current policies or issues in science or this new finding. It was about,
Right.
it's my 30th anniversary, and I'm gonna wish my wife happy anniversary with the newspaper column that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I like personal essay. I like writing about things that are more broad. Yeah, I guess this is true. So that was readable to a broader audience. And I like writing about things that are relatable to a broader audience, that speak to something that's bigger than all of us, but can be read as a personal narrative.
Yeah. Humanizing the scientist.
Yeah, which of course is what we all are.
Mm-hmm.
Humans.
And scientists.
Yeah, you can be both. And teachers.
Yeah.
All of those together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that braiding.
That's
of
good.
those things.
Yeah.
Were you
Nice.
thinking of something in particular, or
No, I was
was I answering that?
I was just curious because of the spectrum of things that you do write about, and that I think you handle equally well.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, that was
Okay.
a feeling.
Oh, no, that was subjective.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, last question. What has recently surprised you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I had nothing in mind here. I just
Yeah.
thought, that would be kind of interesting. This is a clever question, I thought.
That is a
Maybe
clever
it
one.
surprised you.
Yeah. I guess something that surprised me, I don't know if it's necessarily, if I would use the word surprise, but a unexpected encounter I had recently, was, so for work, I knock on people's doors and talk to them about the state of the world, essentially. And the other day, I was having this great conversation with this person, and complimented them on their pride flag they had hanging out, and they go, "Oh, yeah, I designed that."
Oh,
And I was like, "Wait, what?" And turns out that I happened to bump into this person who actually designed the progress flag, like the progress pride flag, which is it's your classic rainbows, but then it has the triangle on the side with the trans colors and the black and brown on it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
a little bit more
So
inclusive.
no circle. So triangle.
Yeah, so the rainbow and then the triangle with the blue, with the white, blue, pink,
Yeah.
brown, black.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I met
Literally
that?
sitting in front of the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
So the person who designed that flag.
I met that
Huh.
person who designed that flag. And then we kept having a conversation, and then they were like, "Hey, yeah, like queer people got to support each other. Like, do you want my phone number so we can be like talk to each other? Like, if either of us ever need support, we can continue to advocate for community." And so I have that
Wow.
person's number now. So
Wow.
that's just surprising, and also cool that a total I was a total stranger knocking on people's doors and was greeted with not only a really cool person, but also someone who wanted to continue to support the people around them. So that's
Wow.
just cool.
Yeah. That's great. See? That was a great question
Yeah.
because of what I was surprised with in your answer.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then they gave me a pin of the pride flag too. And so now I have it
Oh, great.
on my bag.
from the actual creator of
Yeah.
said design. That's really cool.
And then I like Googled them afterwards with my phone.
A
And
useful
double
tool.
checked, like, and it's the same person. Like, they weren't lying.
Huh. I guess, like, I mean, I'm just reflecting on the fact that you have to, like, you knock on a lot of doors,
Yeah.
but you would have to knock on a lot of doors to find a few people like that. Like, that's just what it takes to have that kind of
Yeah.
encounter.
Yeah. That I've been knocking on doors for almost a year and just now had that encounter.
Yeah.
Well, they only live in one spot, so I had to find the right door.
Right. But you're only conceivably only going to knock on that door once.
Mm-hmm.
And they were home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And caught them before they were going to go play D&D. So perfect timing.
That's a nice little extra dimension there.
Yeah,
Cool. Okay. Well, that's it.
that's it.
All 20 questions. I'm glad we finally got our. We've planned several different times to record, and then we kept having to like reschedule.
Yeah, so
So
it
I'm
works.
glad we finally got to it.
Mm-hmm.
So great talking to you, Reed.
Yeah, good to talk to you too, Dad.
That's all for now. Hopefully we'll do it again kind of soon or sooner.
Yeah. Soon
the
is
time.
relative. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But until then, keep your feelings inside.
Okay. Thanks, you too.
Thanks. Will do.
Bye.